So good morning everyone, my name is Arslan and you are watching Proper Tech Tutorial. So this is the part 9 of the series of learning Siemens NX from beginner to pro. And in this video, in the part 9, we'll be dealing with how to create section views and the options that are available while creating a section view. So without any further delay, we should start. Okay, so first of all, we'll open a model, any model file that is available with us, or we'll create a model. And after that, what we'll do is that we'll go into the view tab. In the view tab, we will have the option of clicking on edit section. After clicking on edit section, we will have the option presented in a default manner, and you can also reset it using this button. And after that, you will select on plane, name your section, and then WCS is selected by default. So if you can use the predefined orientation such as along X, along Y, and along Z axis. You can also use the option of offset to in order to move the section, the section plane in that direction. For example, we have selected Z, so it will be moving in Z direction. So if I want it to be like 50, it will get translated into 50. So another method of doing is that you can select XYZ. Another method of selecting them is that you can toggle this by using the alternate plane button. So another option of specifying plane is by selecting the option of at a distance, and when you will select the option of at a distance and you will click on plane dialog, you will have this small dialog box open, and after that you will see that you have the option to select any planar surface. So planar surface, this is a planar surface, this is a planar surface, this is planar surface, as this is a plane surface. So for example, I select this surface and I want it to be at 20 mm, and the orientation can either be reversed or it can be kept as it is, and you will click on OK. So the section will be created in this fashion. Another method of creating a section view is that you can keep it at an angle, and by doing so you will again click on the plane dialog and select the planar surface. And for example, I select this planar surface and then I select a linear object. So you can select any of the linear objects that are available over here. You can select this, you can select the center line, you can select the line over here. So this, for example, if I've selected, then you will see that the linear object has made this section, the section plane translate over here, and the offset is at 10 mm, so it is over here. If I want, I can put it at 40 mm and it will go much more below. I can reverse the direction and I will see that the section plane has gone in the opposite direction. Furthermore, I can also specify an angle for it. For example, I want the section plane to be at an 45-degree angle and I want it to be exactly at the place where I selected it to be. Then it will be like this. And if I reverse the direction, it will be somewhat like this. Another way is that if I make an angle of such as 245, you will see that it is having the angle of, if I select this, then you see that the angle has changed. Furthermore, you can also change the angle using this and also change the distance of the your linear object through this. So these are some of the methods on how to create an object like a section using at an angle. So you will select a linear object, you will select planar yeah, sorry, I'm sorry for that. You will first select at an angle, you will select a planar object, then you will select a linear object, and then you will have a plane with section view ready, and the orientation and the offset can be mentioned over here, and you can also specify the angle for that. For example, I want 120 degrees. It will start, it will rotate in 120 degrees. So depending upon the axis which you have selected, it will, and the plane which you have selected, it will define its angle. If you will select a different plane and a different linear object, the angle will be different. For example, if I take this and I put 120, you will see that this time the plane has been oriented in this fashion. So using these options, offset and the angle, etc., you can create an section like this, and the section will be created, and you can also change the section outside that dialog box in the main dialog box. Another method to create section is that by using the bisector method. That is, if you want to create section between any two planes, for example, I want the section to be between the two planes. For example, I want it to be between this and between let us say this plane. Then you will see that it will get automatically oriented in that fashion. You see that? So depending upon the plane which you select, the angle will get changed, and depending upon the orientation which you have selected, it will also get changed. You can also set an offset, or you can also remove the offset. Another way of creating an offset, of creating a section view, is that you can use the option of tangent. You can use the option of tangent, and the plane will get oriented in that manner, and you will see that it has been made tangent to this arc, this point of the arc, and the tangent is obviously in the z direction, and therefore the plane has been created in this manner. Also, you can go into the plane dialog box and select the object reference geometry, and then you can have, I'm sorry for that, I will reset it, select tangent, I will select single face, and then I will select this object. So you see that the tangent, the section plane has been made like this. You can also reverse its orientation and also put an offset on it. So this method can also be used, and and section can be made. Another option of creating a section is through an object and point and direction. For example, if I select the option of point and direction, and I select the point, let us say I select this point, okay, and I go into the specify plane and I select the vector. So I select vector for it to be, let us assume, the x-axis. Okay, so you will see that the plane orientation and offset will not be middle width as of now. We will see that the section has been created in this manner. Okay, so various options in create while creating a section will lead to various results, and you can meddle with them. You can use hit and trial method in order to understand it in your perspective, in order to have a solid understanding of such things. And then again, you can use it on a curve, and you can specify it. For example, you can specify the curve, and I've specified it. I'm sorry for that. And I will select on curve, I will select single curve, and I will select this curve, and you will see that you will have the option of translating the sectional plane along this curve, and accordingly the section will be created. So this is also an option in the creating section environment. Other options are the same as X, Y, and Z, and then the view plane. So these are some of the options, and now we will come into the option of actions. So you will have the option of creating a new datum plane. For example, if you want to create another datum plane that with reference to which you want to create the section. You will click over here, and then you will specify the datum plane where you want it to be. For example, I want the datum plane to be over here, and I will keep it like that. And then I will create another datum plane, and this datum plane has also been created over here. Now, after creating the datum plane, you have also the option of display settings. For example, if I use the option of slice, it will show it the section somewhat like this. And if I select the option of section, it will show it like this. Now, coming to the section of cap settings, you will see that you can also select the show interference, and you will have the option of showing the interference color in case there is any interference between two objects. And since there are no interference as of now, so it will not be there. You can also select the option of unselect the option of show cap, and it will get totally packed, and so it will not be accessible. Another option is that of section curve settings. So if you select the option of show section curves, it will show the section curves, and if you unselect it, the section curves will not be visible. And if you will select it again, the section curves will be visible. So what is the benefit of having this section curve? So one way is that you can have the view of the section curves available over here. Another way of seeing the section curves is that you can select the show 2D viewer, and a 2D viewer small window will be opened, and the section curves will be highlighted in this window. Okay, so if you will change the offset, the 2D curve will change. So these are the methods of these are the options which are available. So either you can select the show section curve and have a look at the section curves, or you can have the show 2D viewer selected, and you can see what are the section curves which are getting involved. So either one of them can be used from your end. Another thing is that you have the option of selecting section series settings. So that is something which is not frequently used, so I will leave it at that. So with this, we come to an end to as to how to create section views and how to edit section views. Also, there are two more methods of creating section views, and that is the one is the box method, and another is the two parallel planes method. If I select the two parallel planes method, and you will see that if I select this plane and uh, just a moment, please. Okay, so if I select this plane and I just and second I will select this plane, so it will have me the option of locating the section plane with reference to that plane. So this is also a method of creating section plane, of creating section view. Another option is of using the box method, and this is done with the help of, I will just make it fit, and in this we make a cuboid, and that cuboid will act as the six section planes which will be in action. So for example, if I want the section plane to be somewhat like this offset, it will be like this. If I want to have section over here also, then I want it to have section over here, and then I just a moment, I will again edit the section. I want the section to be over here, and then I want the section to be over here, then you will see that a three-dimensional section has been created from all the 6 sides, and you can edit the offsets of all the 6 sides by selecting the respective planes. So this is also a method of creating section view, and an interesting method of creating section view. And if you want to like undo the section view, you can just uncheck the clip section button, and if you want to again have the section view activated, you can just click on clip section view. So with this, we come to an end of how to create section view and Siemens NX. So this completes the part 9 of the series of learning Siemens NX from beginner to pro. And if you like this series, do hit the subscribe button. And if you like our videos, any of our videos, like our videos, and if you want us to incorporate any suggestion of yours, and if you want to showcase any of your support, you can comment in the comment section. And with this, I bid you farewell. And till the next time we meet, goodbye.